It's difficult to sleep on the floor of a boxcar. Sometimes I'd wake up in a totally different part of the boxcar where I fell asleep. My name is Dale Wickham. I'm a retired electrician, and at one time in my life I did a photo documentary on railroad tramps.
Dale Wickham made 3 cross-country trips on freight trains to take these photos. The first was in 1974.
It took me all summer. I circled the country and started meeting these fellas. Some people didn't want me to take their photographs, and so I would honor that, but some were okay with it. Everybody during that era called themselves a tramp. Nobody used the word hobo. Tramp had a lot of dignity attached to it. It meant you were able to take care of yourself, and you rode the rails, so.
Dale rode with them, and he lived with them. At night, Dale would jot down whatever he could remember that they said that day.
People, they see a tramp riding in a boxcar and they might think, man, that's the life. Going from town to town and seeing different places. It looks so easy to them. It ain't. I'll go to sleep at night, and every so often I'll lay there thinking if things were different. If I had a wife and kids, how it'd be.
There's a couple photographs of fellows who partnered up.
It's good to have yourself a partner. Less chance of somebody messing with you if they got to tangle with 2 guys instead of 1. A partner can come in handy, like when he goes into town for food or something. One of you can stay in the jungle and watch the gear.
A jungle is just a place to camp. At the end of a railroad yard, there might be a little path going through the weeds into some trees, and there's a little fire pit where tramps have been camping up, cooking up.
Dale had a partner for a while named Hippie John.
Who was not a hippie. I don't know how he got the name Hippie John, but we'd become partners, and I wanted to break up with him. It was like breaking up with a girlfriend. He said, I thought we were partners. And I said, John, I have to photograph other fellas.
It's a dangerous life, Dale says. Guys got injured or killed all the time just from the train cars, and they always had to worry about getting robbed.
When it comes to thieving, most of it's done by guys who ain't on these rails permanent. A tramp's got any sense, he ain't gonna steal from another tramp. A tramp spends the better part of his time on these rails, day and night. And he ain't gonna do nothing where he has to worry about another tramp hunting him down.
During all 3 trips, Dale's girlfriend Nancy, now his wife, was waiting for him in Chicago.
I thought it was the craziest thing I'd ever heard, because I knew it was dangerous. It would be months sometimes before I'd hear from him.
But she says she never tried to talk him out of it.
No, never, never. When you saw the quality of that first series of photographs, you go, oh, this is too good. Go for it, just be careful.
But when she picked him up at the end of a trip, the first encounter was memorable.
Within 10 feet, the smell was just horrendous. And we burned the clothes.
After Dale got back from the 3rd trip, a publisher was going to make a coffee table book. But the deal fell through, and all of this was packed away in a trunk. Now the photos and stories are on a website, followingthetracks.com.
Most of the men are probably long gone, and I think the fellows were flattered that somebody would actually take an interest in them.